Alright, mic is on now. Alright, we are ready to get going. I think the music's a little too quiet. I'll put it on a little bit louder. Thought it was picking up a bit more. Alright, good to have you guys along. Today we're going to be just trying to finish up getting to rank 1, and then we'll be playing some games with the viewers. So, yeah, right now it's, I've had most weeks I've been getting top 100, but this has just been a very stressful work week where I've had a lot that I needed to get done with deadlines. So this week I haven't been able to play nearly as much, and you can tell because I'm not even rank 1 yet, and it's already Sunday. So we're going to be focused on getting to rank 1 so we can get our rank 1 rewards, and then we're going to be, after we get rank 1, we're not going to go for top 100 this week. It's already just a little too late for that. Okay, so we just each hypernova into each other. Alright, I think I have to go Camel and Deco. The other option, I can go Camel and Lovers, but I like Deco because it's going to give me some energy per turn. I could add MLK and just hope he doesn't have Christmas Carol. He's doing Lovers and Hero Fan. Okay, that is pretty strong, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking, as long as I didn't draw into Christmas Carol, I could always Lovers and Blue Ring. If I want to do Lovers, I think that's as strong as I can get. If I want to go for as strong as I can, I think this is as strong as I can get. Dang, Tower. Tower is rough. Okay. So I think we have to go not Art Deco. I have to go Squid. If I went Squid and just went for the boosts, I think I would have been in a little bit better shape. I just Planet X. I thought it was gonna be something bigger. Okay, could be. Who knows? Alright, so we just drew into our World Turtle. Alright, so we can get that boost. I'm going to throw out the Persian. We played our Blue Ring at the end of round 1, so we're going to get them a little bit closer to each other, so I don't need to hold it as long. And then let's see. Is that... No, that's not Extinction Event. That's... Yeah. Alright, so let's see how this is going. Okay, so what do we draw into? Okay, we have not hit Christmas Carol yet, which is good. We're getting time to build up our energy per turn before we make everything expensive. So is he going to play out 3 cards? If he plays 3 cards, I Yellow Jacket out onto there. And I think I'll play the Squid to just get that cycling through. I was torn between Squid or Joan of Arc, which buff I want to get going. But the Squid buff will hit 4 that are all... 3 of which are... Oh no, it hits 3 actually, because one of them is a rare that I have in my deck. So I'll hit 3 Seths in my deck. And those 3 are all playable. So Joan of Arc, and it could always hit its buff on like a Grog or something that I don't want to play. So those ones are always playable. This is the one Seth that it doesn't hit, just because I don't have a Flapjack yet. So if I just want to start off strong, I'll end. Okay, good. I just ended turn early, which. What I don't like is I feel like the higher you get up, the more you have to play out the entire length of the turn. Because you don't know if they're going to Shinigami me, Antimatter, something like that, and just move it over at the last second to just try to snipe you out. So I feel like if I want to play optimally, if they have a science or a history card in their hand, I have to like hold out towards the end of the time in case they just move something over. So it's a little harder to play optimally. Or I guess it's not harder, it's just requires that you wait out the time, which is not something that I love, that you have to wait out the time to play like, optimally. I think we just want to get all this junk out of our hand. Let's go like, yeah. We play out 3 cards, so he's probably not going to play his strongest things to try to take it. What even space card would he have? This is round 3, turn 3. So it's gonna be something he played in round 1. Could be Hypernova and Planet X. Hypernova, okay. Yeah. We didn't even play anything that strong, but it's the intimidation of the 3 cards, and we get all those cards cycled out. Then we'll have brain bonuses into the future. You have the debuffs starting into the next round. And what was the other card we played? And we're just cycling the clock, so we could draw it up again. I think we just go like this with the Lovers. Oh, that's Hierophant, not Tower. So he's gonna have Lovers Tower still, I think, which will be a super strong thing to hit me with. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit afraid of the Lovers Tower, because that's gonna smack hard. But we got Camel. You can go for the Shinny MLK route, I think. Yeah. It would have been, I think, a little bit better if we hit the Squid, but it doesn't matter. The Shinny secured that, so the Lover isn't as strong. If that was Tower, and we got the 50-50 on which one we blocked the Shinny, if we blocked the Tower hit with that, that would have been insane. But he's going to Tower, and do they have the energy to play 2 more cards? I think I need to go Ring, Persian, and Yellow. Okay. I'm gonna go Ring, Persian, and Yellow Jacket if we play a ton of cards, or if we didn't play many cards, I was gonna go for the Colossal Squid. So that's, yep, concede, good game. I forgot to hit good game at the end of that, and we're gonna jump right into our next one. Alright, let's see, how is it going? The brain. There is nothing like the brain. Okay, that's, what musical is that? That is, Young Frankenstein. Now, is he gonna play the stronger one in the middle or to the leftmost? I think typically people play it in the leftmost, the stronger card. Dang. Because usually people want to cycle to the stronger cards faster, and so then they put it in the leftmost position. Granted, that's not the case here. So I could have been winning by another like 70 if I got that 50-50 guess right. Which that might not matter at all. Why is this okay? It was taking such a long time for it to get past that like little frozenness, but now we are in it. We are in it. So we're gonna go. We are in it like Tommy in it over in England. Okay, so we got the Art Deco for the World Turtle to give everything a little bit of a boost. And the Dutchman. Oof. Dutchman hits hard. Okay, not too bad. Now, I'm just keeping track for this round. If the 70 power is going to make the difference. The 70 power Shinigami-ness. I think I want to cycle Squid with Yellow Jacket. If he's only playing 2 cards, maybe I don't want a Yellow Jacket. I don't want to do the Brain, that's not good enough for sure. Okay. So it's not a 70-point difference. Yeah. Jeez. Did I need the Yellow Jacket, or would a Brain or I think the blue ring would have been good enough. I don't know if blue ring would have been good enough, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think Brain would have been good enough. We have not played Persian yet. We could just cycle the blue ring. Cycle it. I'm going to cycle the Brain, actually, and have the Brain cycle through so it gives us the 2 turns of the 23, 24, whatever it is, 23 boost. Deck. I'm just going to hit him with the Thanks. And now he has his Tidal Wave going off, which that's going to be a little rough. They all get plus 25 until played, I believe. Right? It's until played. Anywhere they are. Yeah. So that's almost like a Knights Templar for Oceans and Seas, except, yeah, instead of it having to be common, it just hits all Oceans and Seas. Yeah, do this because I want to draw these together, even though I still may not. Okay. I'm looking stylish. Billie Eilish. Okay. We are rocking and rolling. I think I want to go like this. The Big Reef Squid into Christmas Carol. Oh, I'm hoping that's not Shinny. Okay, if that was Shinny, then I was gonna beat myself up over playing it out too quickly. Ungod. Ungod, you play your big power play, but we're still in here. Alright, let's see. How can we keep this going? Okay, that's round 2. So round 1, round 2. Can we get the 3-round sweep? Or is this gonna be something we're gonna have to push into round 4? I think I like the Lover's Shinny play. Or maybe I go like this. No. I think he's trying to hide the strong one in the middle. It's crack in the middle down. Literally any of the other 2 spots would have been better. Okay, that's a little rough. If I hit, yeah, the Wonder Puss, that would have been big. I probably wanted in the leftmost 2 to make it more likely I draw it when it's playable. But that's all after the fact thinking. Yeah, I've been in a very nice spot if I hit either of the other 2 cards with the Shinny. That's just a little bit rough. Alright, so we get our +2. Okay, so that was a very small loss, like 30 or so total. So we're not in too bad shape. Okay, so we're gonna Art Deco, Colossal, no, not Colossal, maybe Colossal. Okay, World Turtle with that is 245. Okay, we're gonna World Turtle and MLK. We're gonna, yeah, I was gonna assume that we were losing the round, but I was hoping that we could win the turn. Yeah, I was thinking that there was a chance we could win, but I didn't think we were gonna win by the 100 or whatever needed. Okay, so we got our Hypernova. So I think we Hyper Colossal. And then we'll have our Yellow Jacket that we can play out round 2 or round 3, depending on our draws. Okay, we are ahead. I was not expecting to be ahead. But geez, Tidal Wave, so everything's buffed until played. That Tidal Wave is going to be the death of me. Okay, so we have full energy, so we can waste energy a little bit. What do I draw into after Persian? After Persian, I get Joan of Arc. Okay, yeah, playing out 3 is definitely the way to go, because we get Christmas Carol then. Alright, I think, yeah, okay, we win this round. Good game. Yeah, we're gonna win because we're drawing into Christmas Carol, Big Reef, and one other thing. You'll see it when we draw it. And Joan of Arc, yeah, and Joan of Arc hits one of the 3 that I want to play. Nope, of course it hits the Krog. That's what I was getting at last game when I was saying that that the Colossal Squid can be more reliable than Joan of Arc because it can hit things I actually want to play. Because the cards it's hitting are cards that I actually want to play. Ooh, that hell? No, not big enough. It's big, but not big enough. Great deck, but not great enough. Flying Dutchman and Hell are not enough to clutch it. Sorry, Chinaman. Alright. I think I'm going to watch, this is the last ad of the day, so I'm going to have the ad run. And as the ad runs, I'm going to go grab a drink. I'll be right back. And then we're gonna hop into our last game to hit our rank 1. Oh wait, did we get new objectives? Yeah, we got new objectives. Win 6 games, generate a bunch of power. Energy on Paleo. Playing Paleo cards. 2 packs and casual. I think I reroll the I might do the Paleo in casual actually, so I might just do that either way. Actually, I can reroll that and I can do it in practice. You get punished, we just get hit with playing even more casual. I mean, it's better rewards, but it's more casual. This lighting is a bit weak. Can I get... No, that's... What if I get this light and I have it on, but I have it from like off screen pointing in? Is this any better for lighting? Get like that... No, we don't get the triangles on the face. You want like a what's his name? Rembrandt picture? Where you get the light coming onto the one side of the face and you get the little triangle on the opposite side of the cheek. That's like the perfect lighting that you want to get. Alright, let's just do energy. Madam Energy, 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 you are the one for me, one for me. One for me, sent from up above, up above, up above. You are the one I love. Alright, so we got our energy per turn going. We can get our lover. Let's see, we're already ahead on the round. He's at -7. He might be giving up the round already. We'll see, but I think I can just do this to get the grog cycle. Yeah, he's already playing for round 2. Then I have to play the Hypernova. My preferred would have been if I could have just played the White V Octopus. Wait, is he... Oh, he's playing out 3 cards. Like, he's trying to... What could he have? Like, Dutchman? What could be scary? I think he's just trying to cycle through his cards. He has Cephs. So, if these are 2 other Cephs, because he just played 1 Ceph, so I'm going to guess he's doing the 4 Cephs. Flapjack, Big Reef, I think Colossal, and Blue Ring. So I think I'm safe. I think I can just leave that. He does La China Poblana without actually using its ability. That's weird. He's just trying to cycle... I guess he's just trying to cycle through his cards. But yeah. Hey! So this is a World Turtle deck. I don't have Planet X or anything like that. So this is just a World Turtle deck with Life on Land, Arts and Culture, History, and Oceans as the 4s. And then I have 1 Science with the Brain and 1 Space with Hypernova. So... yeah, right now this is just a World Turtle deck. This is, I believe this is my Gatekeeper game to get into rank 1 right now. Just because I haven't had a ton of time. No, not a Jin deck or Pyara. It's a World Turtle deck. Just because, yeah, I don't have Jin right now. But yeah. So we're just right now. I believe this is our Gatekeeper match to get into rank 1. Jim Pyara for your opponent. I am still feeling out my opponent's deck. I think... Let's see. He has a... I haven't seen any space cards, which is why I'm a little hesitant to think it's a Jin deck. I've seen the Life on Land and the Oceans. Oh wait, I didn't play my Camel. Whatever, I'll just play this out. Looks like Tidal Wave. They might have Tidal Wave, but I think that there's a little too much Arts and Culture and Life on Land, so I'm not exactly sure what the deck is, if I'm being completely honest. It could be Tidal Wave, but... I like to save the Yellow Jacket for when they're actually playing out 3 cards. I think I'll just cycle my Colossal Squid and see what he's doing. It looks okay. So it looks like a semi like a Cephs, but then it has some life on land and arts and culture. You got your PX today? Oh shoot! And you upgraded to. Hey, you got Arc and 3 Lumlex. That's pretty good, right? Because Arc is 7.5, and what's PX at? Like 9. So if those are 3 playable, or I don't actually know PX's value, but I just know that it's a little bit higher than Archangel, but that's something that might wear off over time. He Death World Turtle with Heim, yeah. So, yeah, I'm considering if I want to put Heim in this deck or not. Right now, I don't have it in this deck, and it could be very good. I already have my 6 albums, just naturally. But right now, I have Lovers, Ghost, and Art Deco. I think I would cut. I don't know if I would cut Lovers or if I would, and then I have Christmas Carol for the last Arts and Culture. I don't know if I would cut Art Deco or Ghost or Lovers. I like Art Deco because it scales up and it stays relevant, but I feel like I need the energy generation. So, like this was earlier in the week. This had Heimdall. I've rotated it out since because I felt I needed more energy gen, so I put in the Ghost. I think it's more powerful with the Heimdall, but more consistent with the Ghost for this week. Just because I feel like I need to ramp up the energy so I can get up to 18 to 20-ish energy per turn. And that was the Gatekeeper into rank 1. So now we just hit rank 1. Use Sepha for your... Yeah, I use Seph for... Yeah, so in that deck I have a lot of energy gain because I'm just getting up fast. So I've got Hypernova and Brain as my token space and science. And then Arts and Culture is Christmas Carol, Deco, Lovers, Ghost. History is Joan, Shinny, MLK, and Grog. Because Grog is something I can just draw and I don't have to play it. But I could play it again to get a second use out of it. But I can just get benefits just from the draw. And then Life on Land, Camel, Yellow Jacket, Persian, World Turtle, and then I have a Cephs package. I'd rather have Flapjack than White V. I just don't have Flapjack. So, yeah, if I had Flapjack, I would know I would swap White V out with Flapjack. I should actually check. I know I've gotten more Cephs since I initially made the deck. Streamlabs, you're not... Yeah, Streamlabs is yeah, I probably need to tell Streamlabs, hey, shush, be quiet. But yeah, right now it's set up for that. But yeah, so we just hit the bottom of rank 1. We're not the past couple weeks we've been top 100, but I'm not expecting top 100 this week just cuz I'm a little late to the game. I would normally be rank 1 before by like Thursday or so if I was going for top 100. Yeah, if you want to, yeah, because my goal for this stream was I wanted to hit rank 1. I wanted to hit the rank 1, and then after that, I was open to game with viewers. So if you want to play a game, I'd be down to play a game. My IGN is near Wizard if you want to play. If not, I can just place a little more League, play some trades, open some packs. So, but yeah, my goal was I started off the stream at the very bottom of rank 2, and I wasn't sure how long it would take, and it took like 3. Like I think I just won every single game, so I just shot straight up to rank 1, which I was expecting like a couple of losses, a little bit of opposition, but I just kind of just straight climbed, which I was expecting to have a couple losses mixed in. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's an easy 2 energy per turn. It's just too huge of a turn 1. This is an arrow stack. Interesting. Okay, and it's because normally with the Pika you want to have the 4-card Pika combo, right? Like the Pika, whatever it is, the Rabbit, the Fox, and there's one other card that goes with it. Interesting 2-card Pekka. Is this a real human? Do I just... I think I just cycle the Persian. I like to play the Persian and the Blue Ring together if possible, because that way they both give their boosts to each other, but you don't want to hold on to it forever. So I'm just trying to cycle through and get more energy. And can I get Lovers with something I can play with it? Okay, like Lovers Ghost. Or no, Lovers Blue Ring. To keep the Persian and Blue Ring close together so I can play them together next time. This is probably overkill, but I'm a little freaked out from his Door to Hell. You never really tried for top 100? Okay, yeah. I think I've hit top 100 3 times. I'm I've been playing, maybe this might be week 7 of me playing, and so of the 7 weeks, I think I hit top 100 3 times. But yeah. So we can do a match right after this league match. Currently on 14 shields without really trying. Yeah, the weeks that I was doing top 100, when I was doing those, I was kind of going a little hard and trying, like, to the extent that sometimes it's a little annoying, but I feel like for optimal play, you kind of have to really hold out before you click end turn. So it makes the games drag a little longer. Because, like, you don't know if they're going to do, like, Shinigami or Antimatter and stuff. And when you get to, like, the high levels, there's a lot of mind games going on where you play out your cards and you wait for a while. And then you swap out your Shinigami to hit their card. Because you have to, at the very high levels within the top 100, if you're, like, in, like, 50 or above, there's a lot of those mind games going on. Let's see. I want to play World Turtle, but then I don't have too many other options. I think maybe I just play World Turtle and not bring... Yeah, and I save the energy. Okay. And then I'm going to play Shinny with what? Shinny and Joan? Okay, so space cards are normally big cards. It's probably... he has a Hypernova that he already played. So this is going to be his Eros. What do you have with it? Probably Terminator, right? I'm going to move it over there. Hand of God Nebula? Wait, this is the same Eros deck, right? Yeah, this is the Eros deck, and he has Hand of God Nebula. Interesting. That's all I have to say. Interesting. I wouldn't expect Hand of God Nebula to be the second space card in your Eros deck if you have... I would have expected, like, a Godzilla over that. Or maybe not this week. Maybe not Godzilla this week. Okay, do I save the energy so I'm at full 21? And I can play 12 more energy with that? I think I do. Okay, so this is a Heimdall deck. So Heimdall and Eros. Yeah, just with energy constraints, it's not really viable this week. Yeah. What did I have to trade away for Shinny? I had to do a pretty big trade to get the Shinny, but it was, like, good overall. But I did have to give away some good limb legs. Like, I think I traded, like, 3 limb legs for the Shinny or something like that. But they were, like... And they were, like... I'm trying to think of how to describe them. They were not, like, the top tier limb legs, but they were all playable in niche decks. Like, they were not the met unplayable. It's like they were good if you built the deck around them kind of limb legs. I do not have a deck ready for tomorrow. I'd be down for doing some deck building on the stream and just getting something together. I haven't even looked at the rules, so I don't even know if it's, like, high energy, low energy, mid, if it's, like, a survival week. Hey, Seb. You're just thinking, what if you're on an... Yeah, I started up just a little bit ago. Hey, Seb, how you doing, man? Yeah, I tend to stream on Sundays normally. I start my stream, like, right before Zacchus's stream is ending. But he's not going this week, so this is just, like, my normal start time. I started up maybe, like, half an hour ago or so. So yeah, we're still a little bit... Yeah, we're not too late into the stream yet or anything. But yeah, nice to see you around. All right. Let's see. I think after this, I want to review next week's league rules, and we could start thinking about decks we want to make, or if we want to just modify an existing deck. But yeah, this week I mainly used this deck that we're playing right now, or different variations of it, which is just a World Turtle deck. You saw the most disgusting deck link for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't even know what the rules are, so I don't know if it's energy or anything like that, but hopefully you can take a look, and hopefully you have cards that can make up a good deck. I had Macedonia, Antimatter, Shitty, all that. Ooh. He already played Hypernova, so that Space's Hand of God. What did he play with Hand of God last time? Oh, right around here. Virtual Reality and something that's been burnt up. I think I can just get away with this, because those aren't going to be especially good cards. Oh wait, how is it? Wait, what is this 243 card? Shoot. Okay, I was greedy. I did not know what that Life on Land was, but I was assuming because it was burnt up from Door to Hell that it would be weak. 16, 16, 28. Wait, so 16... That's 16 energy min, 16 per turn, or 16 start, 16 per turn, 28 max. It's gonna be a Heimdall, and what else? Deco, yeah, I didn't think there's... Oh shoot, I should have just Shani'd one of them, because now Shani is useless. Yeah, minimum is not normally too big of a deal, unless it's high enough that it's abusable. Because there are some weeks where like the minimum is like 10, and if the minimum is 10, you can just do decks that just burn all that energy every turn, and then it doesn't matter. You're like immune to any drainflation if the floor is high enough, and so you don't need to do any decks that care about that. But yeah, that's really the minimum. Just kind of says, is drainflation viable? Do I need to work around drainflation or not? Yeah, but even if it's let's say it's even if it's a lower week, if the minimum energy is high enough, then it doesn't work either way. Like the all 15s week that we had a little bit ago, whereas 15 base, 15 min, 15 max, like drain doesn't work there at all. I mean, the inflation part, I guess it did, but the drain side of it didn't work. Yeah, I'm gonna hit 22 energy next turn anyway, so why not play the Grog? Yeah, this is rough. Dang. I just underestimated that one really strong Venomous Creatures card last turn. If I just played bigger cards at the end of round 4, I could have won that. But I was just like, oh, I can get away with more, which is a stupid thing. Like that was not a good decision, because I only needed to win round 4. Drainflation works in casual, yeah. In casual, I like to just play energy ramp. Just get a ton of energy so I can start playing out huge cards every turn for casuals. The deck actually worked pretty well this week. So what I ended up going with was Hypernova and the Brain for like the two that are not like a set of 4. The two cards that are not a set of 4. Originally I had Heimdall, but I swapped out the Heimdall for more energy with Ghost. But yeah, my arts and culture were Christmas Carol, Lovers, Deco, Ghost. Life on Land were Camel, Yellow Jacket, Persian, World Turtle. Oceans, I almost like water type like Pokemon. Oceans were blue. Yeah, we're a little stuffs package. Hey Speedy, nice to have you back. And then we had Joan, MLK, Shini, and Grog, just because Grog's not a card you need to play to get some use out of. So, yeah, we're gonna do a couple of viewer games. So I know that you can send me the request to start if you want to do this week league. Vian. Yeah, I'm okay. There we go. Yep. So I'm gonna take the same deck in, and we'll see how it compares. So you're sitting at 14 shields right now. Okay. Hey, if you want to try to do the stream sniping, you can. But yeah, I agree that it's a little less fun if you're stream sniping. You see me with the Shinigami about to play it. Yeah. All right. Let's see. How are we going? I think we just. Yep, we got that inflation, the door to hell. Yep, that is. All right. That is a strong start, and especially with that like Ragnarok hit on these guys. That was Rag, right? Yeah. So we're gonna keep that together with the blue ring. All right, so we are catching up. You still use the starting deck you first get. I can't 1v1. Yeah, if you want to, at some point we could do some deck building, but I'm curious, which starting deck did you pick? Because you gotta pick like one of the albums for it to fill in the cracks with. I'm curious which one. I wanted to actually do a review of the different ones you can get from there. I think I want to go with this. The other option would be to go like that. To just try to make sure that I win it. Okay, I would have won the round either way, I think. Because we only would have had around 50 more. And then I would have had like 30 less. So it would have been like an 80-point swing. So I think I still would have been ahead. It would have just been a lot closer. Okay, so we're going to try to lose this one. So that's for this turn and next. It's not going to matter for the Grog. I kind of want to play the Colossal Squid, though. But yeah, that was a close loss. And the close loss is the ideal for Ghost. Alright, let's see. What could be big? This is turn 2. That could be like a camel. Alright. So the Enigma machine would have been bigger, but MLK would have been less. So I got the middle, which is not a bad place to hit with the Shinny. Hitting the middle power card. It feels bad when you hit the lowest power card. But yeah, Science was your first. Yeah, I also got Science first. No sense for deck building when I first got started, so I thought autocomplete would solve it for me. Yeah, autocomplete does not quite solve it for you, sadly, but if you ever want some help with deck building, I've been playing trading card games for a whole ton. But yeah, if you want to, you can reach out. You can reach out to me if you're on the Q Discord. You could reach out to me. I'm happy to talk and try to figure out what cards you have and what you got to work with, and we can try to build you a nice deck. There's also lots of people on the Discord that if you post your deck, like you can do the share your deck to the Discord, and then you can get a lot of feedback on that. So like that's how I got started up. I just kept on posting, hey, I was thinking of a deck like this. What are your thoughts? And getting feedback from people in the Discord. It's a real friendly community, so would highly recommend. But yeah. Alright, so we are keeping pace with this Door to Hell play, which is pretty good. Well, if you wanted to make a try at making a deck, or, I mean, you know, sometimes people respond best to things that are bad and they give you good feedback. So you can be like, hey, this is my deck, what do you think? and then they'll be like, "Oh, I would replace this with this." They might give you feedback on your autocomplete deck. Yeah. All right. I think we go for, as long as he doesn't draw into Ragnarok, I think we're good. Because you can play Joan of Arc and Lovers. Wait, oh shoot, I forgot that Lovers was going to be more expensive too. I think we go like that. Alright, so we won rounds 1 and 3. If he has a straw in round 4 though, we could hopefully win 5. But we'll see how this spins out. Yeah, just looking for a standard deck that could at least get somewhere. Yeah, the hard thing is, the league rules change from week to week. And so you might have a deck that's really good with certain constraints, but not good for another week. Like if it's a very high energy week, you can just put in all of your heaviest hitters. Or you can focus on just getting certain combos that might normally be expensive. If you want to, I guess the closest you can get to for a nice like cookie cutter beginner deck would probably be the Sue Black deck. Just because the Sue Black in the Bones deck, none of those cards in that collection are limited. I think it's 10. I think there's 10 cards total, and none of them are limited. So it's easy to collect them, and then they all buff each other. So it's kind of like its own ecosystem of just like making itself stronger and stronger and stronger. So I would recommend that. Yes, Sue Black I think is the go-to recommendation if you're new to the game. Yeah, if you just want the simplest version of like a decent deck for a beginner, Sue Black and the Bones is the way to go, and those should not cost you much. Those should be pretty easy to get because they're all standards. So people are willing to trade. Like if you want to, you can send me trades for. I have dupes of a lot of them. You can send me whatever trade you want. You can send me whatever garbage you want, and I can send you off the ones that I have dupes of. Yeah, okay. I need to tell Streamlabs to quiet down a little bit. But actually, I think I just go like this to cycle these cards out. Because he's already going to win this round. So I want to keep the Art Deco because Art Deco is strong. But yeah, I was just trying to decide if I wanted to cycle the Squid or not. Okay, so we're gonna Hypernova and Shinny need to be played this turn. And then I think I play Art Deco. Damn, is that Yeah, Ragnarok. That sucks. Okay, so that's gonna be I think that one was Ragnarok. This would have been, what did you play here? Art Deco, Ragnarok, Door to Hell. I'm gonna see what he played around this point. It could be Blue Ring and Persian. In that case, I want to hit the Blue Ring. Dang, Colossal. That was still a decent hit, actually. That hitting the Blue Ring. But yeah, those were the two cards I needed to play this turn: the Hypernova and the Shinny. Otherwise, I just don't get the value from them. I think I go this full 20, and then I'll regen the 20 from the Art Deco next turn. Okay, that is a strong... Yeah, we are going to be down to the wire. I'm slightly ahead, but it's just so slightly. My options are this with Camel, or I can go like this. This is going to be 140, plus, or it's going to be this plus 140. Yeah, this plus 140, which would be 483. 483 versus that, yeah. This is just better. Unless, well, just hitting one thing in the other circumstance, it would also hit one thing. Yeah, that Artho is what won him the game, that minus 30. Good game. Yeah. That minus 30 clutched it. Yeah. Now it's real close. Yeah. Yeah, and Seb, you can send a friend request. I think I have or actually you may have already added me. But I think I have dupes of a lot of the Sue Black cards. Because if I look, the Sue Black and the Bones, this is a good like beginner deck. Yeah, I have two. Yeah, not excluding those three, I have dupes of all of them. So pretty much all these cards, they all boost each other wherever they are in your deck. So the first time through, they're a little bit weaker, but then they're all boosting all the other ones. So then you have all these cards that are just making each other stronger and stronger and stronger. And so, or stronger until the next time played. And so you can get to the point where you're getting like 300 plus power a turn, which is pretty strong for a new player. It's a little bit on the expensive side for energy, but it's not too expensive. Hey, Pink Eye Jedi, how are you doing? Alright, so then, let's see. Next week's league rules. We start, so it's 16 start, 16 per turn, 28 cap, 8 minimum. So then this is, okay, so this is going to be a little higher energy than this week. Both with the cap and the energy per turn starting higher. And then rites and rituals, excellent elements, and occult. Wait, is there one other one? Rites and rituals, excellent elements. Oh, forces of the universe. Okay. And then occult, signs of the zodiac, and secret societies. Okay, so secret societies like the Nazca Knights Templar might actually be really good this week. Yeah. Yeah, you got Hell back in perfect timing to get the plus 55s. Earlier in the stream, I was doing this one game where on round 5, turn 3, the opponent played Hell, Flying Dutchman, and something else, and I ended up winning by like 48 power when at the beginning of that turn I was up like 300. But I was like up 300, and then I barely squeaked the win at the end. Yeah. Yeah. Happy to have you around, Pink Guy. How long have you... Or, yeah, question for anyone in chat. How long have you guys been playing Q? I think I've been playing since around 4th of July. A little bit before then, I think. So that's roughly, what, like 7 weeks-ish? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Around 7 weeks. I've been playing 6 or 7 weeks, somewhere around there. A month and 2 days, July 19th. Yeah, okay. 2 months, but a break due to vacation. Yeah. Okay, so I think we all started around the same time then. I've been playing a little more intensely than I probably should have, to be honest. Trying to get rank 1 most weeks and top 100 a couple of the weeks. But yeah. Alright. You gotta learn how to build decks on your own, Speedy. Let's just cycle Ligora. Or if he's playing out 3 cards, I'll do the Yellow Jacket. It just feels nice when you hit 3 cards on it. So they seek here for idea. Yeah. Yeah, if you need help with deck ideas, just let me know, Speedy, and I can help you out. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think everyone in this chat was all starting like, yeah, around like mid-July. It sounds like. Whatever you do, I do. I'm also learning a lot myself, but yeah, I've dropped a lot of time and energy into learning a lot. So hopefully, what I'm doing is along the right lines. I'm trying my best not to lead you guys astray, but yeah, I'm also figuring it out too along the way. Okay, so then this is just trying to generate as much energy as I can. Perfect. They beat me for the turn, but not. Yeah, but they weren't going to beat me for the round. But that gives me a lot of energy. Okay, so I'm already generating 15 energy a turn at the end of round 1. Yeah, I'm trying to see what does Speedy have, because we've done a little bit of deck building stuff too. The Vogons. Yeah, so if you're familiar with the Hitchhiker's Guide, wait, yeah, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, Vogons are the alien race that have terrible poetry, and that's like a form of torture listening to Vogon poetry. So I like trying to see like the names, trying to see if I can connect it back to like a reference. Arbot's common. It depends on like peak times of playing. I would say you definitely run into bots, but then you also have real games as well. Like, you just read that book? Yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe. It's yeah. So like a lot of the things, there are a lot of things in this game that are like references to that, because it's cards, the universe, and everything. And in that book, they're seeking out the answers to the life, the universe, and everything. Let's just cycle the brain. Okay, good thing I did not do MLK, because that lovers would have smacked me down. I wouldn't get the energy. Okay, we're going to science round. Let's go lovers colossal. I'm gonna just smack him big at the start. Oh yeah, okay. He's trying to ramp. He's trying to do card ramp with Flying Cloud. I'm just not even gonna give him a chance. He did Heimdall this round, so he's gonna have a bit of a stronger round. But I'm starting up 300 power. I'm having trouble seeing like a way that I can throw this even. I think I just go like this. Yeah, he does have the hell. That could help him try to turn it around a little bit, but I think I just won this already. Alright, I think we just go Art Deco. In the event that we don't win, we want to have the energy gem. Yeah, okay. No, this should be fine. And that was an easy shield. Granted, there's not too much of a... I'm not trying to rack up a bunch of shields or anything, because I'm not expecting to hit top 100. So that's not going to make too much of a difference. But we are trying to get our daily objectives and stuff still. So we could do some casuals. If anyone else wants to play a game, or if Vian, if you want to play another game, or is, I don't know if it's Vian maybe. But oh, we need to just open up 2 packs here. So let's just open up. What do we want? We can go for... I want to go for the League Spotlight, just because if I can get the Knights Templar, that's a decent card if you can get Nazca lines too. Or the Laser Sword can be fun in like a space deck. It's a made up name, so yeah, that's fair. The temperature is raising. Actually, that was a relatively new card, like last week. And then let's see, can we hit one of the legends? I'm not opening too many more. I just zoomed past that by accident, double clicked it. If you're winning the round, your opponent loses 25 energy this round. Okay. Alright, not lucky enough to hit Laser Sword or Knights Templar. That's what I was looking for. But that'll just give us the... oh wait, pops up to the top. There's the coins here. Yeah, I'm missing both the Nazca and the Templar for Nazca Templar. But I was just thinking it would be a good start to get one of the two. Yeah, I think Yeah, I think after this challenge game, I think I'll probably go about that route of trying to make a deck for next week. No, no, I don't need to borrow Nazca. I would say hold on to your Nazca. Atlantis and Pandora. Pandora is good. Atlantis is not that great, if I'm being honest. Oh wait, this is a casual game. Oh, okay. I am not ready for casual. This deck is not built for casual. It's built for higher energy needs. It's not gonna. I don't think it'd be terrible. Okay, I think I go Cam. No, I save Camel for next time. I go Ghost. I just think I need to save up energy. Okay, this is a beautiful human body deck. Okay, so I get my Ghost. Yeah, Atlantis isn't too great of a card. Yeah, just because. So it's just an expensive card that has decent power that becomes very cheap. But it's a rare card because it's a mythic. It's like hard to get. But I think amongst the mythics, it's the worst right now. Like I think they might give it a buff at some time soon. But yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would not run with Atlantis as something to build my deck around. If I happened to, let's see, what could no, because we were talking about. I was talking with on the Q Discord with some people, and we were trying to figure out like what situation could a card like Atlantis possibly be good in, and I think what we were coming around to was like in like a survival, what we deem as survival energy weeks, which are the weeks where you have a high starting energy but very low energy per turn, and so your energy is drains away and drains away. Like there is one week where you have like 60 starting energy or like 90 starting, like something insane, but you only have like 6 energy per turn, and so your energy just like disappears as you keep playing. Why does he want to play it across from mine? Hopefully he doesn't have like a... Okay. So we get the Grog to boost up, and we just get energy per turn. I think that's where you want to go. It's actually not doing too bad for energy. I thought this was going to go a lot worse for casual energy. But I guess my cards are strong enough that I'm not too hindered by the casual energy. You're a hardcore trader with no deck building skills, so I'm not sure what mythics I should trade for or not. So I would say for mythics, the ordering kind of goes like Planet X is at the top. Archangel is not too far behind, but there is a little bit there. And then after that, there's a bit of a drop to Dutchman, then a bit of a drop to Nazca, then it drops to like everything else. So I think that, on the Discord they use the mid-myth scale, which is like a 1 is like a middle level mythic, like not the amazing mythics or anything like that. And so I don't even have too many touch points, but the touch points I do have for that are like I think Archangel is worth like 7.5 mid mythics. Dutchman was 6, but is trending down towards 5. Nazca Lines is 3.5, and if it's like a mid mythic, it's worth 1. And then some limb legs that are around there would be like Hell is worth like 1. Amber Room and Magna Carta are like 1+. They're somewhere between 1 and 2. Yeah, we just punish him for not playing out the cards. GG. I didn't even realize this was a casual game going into it, but my deck was actually better than I expected just because I think it's because I cut out the Heimdall and have the Ghost in there that I could actually do alright in that energy. Yeah, so right now I'm also trying to work my way towards getting all the non-limited rares or 1 second. What are the rules? Okay, so it's casual again. So I just want to go with the same deck. I'll go with the same deck. We'll just run back the dirty rerun. You have Planet X, Dutch. Jeez, you are rich in those. You got... Yeah. I think I've only pulled 2 mythics, and one I traded away for a bunch of top tier limb legs. So I broke down my light speed. This was after the buff. So right after I got buffed, it was kind of trading for a premium. So I got like Cthulhu and like 3 other good limb legs. For my light speed. I have the trade somewhere on the Discord. I could probably find it. Yeah. Yeah, I do a decent amount of trading as well. Now, okay, want to know the big secret for trading? You need to find the people that already have like all of the cards, and that are collecting specific cards. I found a guy who on the Discord who just wants to collect orcs, and he was willing to make some favorable trades for me. So it's like I just went out orc hunting for him. He's like, "Oh, if you bring me back 10 orcs, I'll give you a yellow jacket." And I was like, "Sure thing, I'll give you 10 orcs." And then I can just trade for some orcs, and then I give him 10 orcs, and he gave me a yellow jacket, which is a pretty good limb leg. And then he gave me some like random cards that I didn't have that were like standard legendaries as like the buffer cards. So like, because you have to do it over 3 trades if you're trying to send over 10 cards. So I got like 2... opponent left the game. So I got like 2 standard legs, and I got a very strong limb leg. Because I think Yellow Jacket is up there amongst Life on Land limb legs. I like it a lot. It's been super helpful ever since I got it. Oh wait, I still have those filters on. Yeah. Because this... Yeah. The problem with making a deck for you is you hate holding on to high value limb legs due to reprints. So when you get what? So is that like when you get a limb leg that's high value, you're afraid it's gonna reprint and get less in value, and so you want to trade it and break it into multiple limb legs? Is that what you're saying? Because some of them, so it depends on, are they high value just because they're hard to get a hold of, or because they have high playability? If they have high playability, like they're a Heimdall, World Turtle, something like that, there will always be a good chunk of demand for it because the fact that they're limited, they're not always available. So as the game keeps on going on, even if there's a reprint, more people keep on joining, and so then those duplicates get spread out amongst the new people joining the game until eventually it becomes rare to get again. You trade them all for mythics. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, that also makes sense. If you can trade a bunch of your limb legs for mythics. Yeah, I think the only mythic I have right now is Mermaid. And I've only pulled 2, Mermaid and Lightspeed, but traded away Lightspeed for a trade that was in my favor. Like, everyone on Discord is like, smash accept immediately. Why are you posting this? Just accept it before they cancel it. So I got a pretty good trade for Lightspeed right after it got rebalanced and got buffed. But yeah, I got it pre-buff, and then it got buffed, and then I could trade it away very easily for a lot. The good ones... Yeah, Shini and Fool are both really good. I had to pay an arm and a leg for the Shini. But honestly, when you're at the... If you're trying to go for like the top 100 play, the top 100 plays, Shini is... Or like any of those cards like Shini, Antimatter, stuff like that, those are all really good. Your hair... Okay, we're gonna play out an ad. and just to get the extra spin. But yeah, okay, actually I'm gonna also grab a drink. I'll be right back. And get our spin. Yeah, I think Shini is really good. I think Amber Room and Magna Carta are also really good because Magna Carta reduces the cost of a bunch of things. And Amber Room is inexpensive and just ramps up pretty high. I think Amber Room, is the highest valued limb leg, like highest trade value. I think it's a little bit overrated, but it is a good card. But yeah, Shini, Hell, the Amber Room, GMT, Greenwich Meantime is also really high value, and I think that GMT might be the best limb leg, in my opinion, and it is rated highly, but I think it might be the number one. This or maybe something like Shini, but Shini has a higher skill ceiling where you need to play it well. You need to be tracking their cards and playing it. Greenwich Meantime, you draw it, you slam it down, and it's just like a very strong limb leg because you just don't want to hold it in your hand, but it's 3 cost, 86 power. And then at the start of each turn, it's minus 24. So it's effectively, what's 24 off of that? 62. So it's a 3 cost 62. But if you play it on the second or third, if you play it on the second turn of a round, it gets plus 48. And if it's round 3, it gets another plus 48. So if you can set up your cycle to draw this on the second turn each round, it's good. Or if you play it round 3, or if you can get it round 3 turn 2, this is like the highest power per energy that I think I've seen, with the exception of like a Shini canceling out from the other side more energy. But as far as you generating like power per energy, I don't think it gets much higher than a round 3 turn 2 GMT. Oh yeah, if you have a Jin, that could be a good one to work your deck around. So if you have Jin, this is a newer card. I think it's a little overvalued just because it's a newer card, but like right now it's really high trade value. And you might be able to get someone to trade away like their duplicate Heimdall or something for it, which could be better long term. But even Jin seems kind of strong right now. But pretty much you make a space and life on land and oceans deck where you have 5 of each. The only reason I think the World Turtle is better than Jin is because if you have the World Turtle and you can play Planet X with it. You'd love what list for like Jin? Or the deck list I was playing? Actually, wait, what happened to the music? Sorry. I just realized the music hasn't been playing for a bit. Sorry, I normally have some sort of music playing at least a little bit in the background. I just realized, like, wait, where is the music at? Alright. A list of rare cards? Oh yeah, if you just want to go obviously the mythics are all rare, with the highest valued ones in order probably being Planet X, Archangel, Flying Dutchman, and then Nazca Lines. And then it's like Planet X and Archangel at the top. Flying Dutchman has a bit of a drop, but it's still like high up compared to a lot of mythics. Then a drop to Nazca Lines, and then a drop to like all the other mythics. And then maybe another drop to Atlantis at the bottom. Ark of the Covenant and a Science one? Oh shoot, okay, so you're collecting up most of the mythics. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. If I go to all the mythics, yeah, I think Archangel and Planet X are the top ones. I'm just trying to look to see if anything else like triggers like, oh yeah, this. Yeah, I think for trade value, it kind of goes in that order. If you want, there are some other cards like Holy Grail is good on high power weeks. And what else? A lot of them you can build decks around. Ark of the Covenant is always a solid card, and Grim Reaper, either of those you can throw into most decks. El Dorado is actually pretty decent from the buff for low energy weeks. It's not. El Dorado used to be like the worst, and since it's buff, it's gone past Atlantis and made its way from the worst to it's a middling mythic now. Theory of Everything. You know what? I kind of want to build a Lightspeed Theory of Everything deck. I don't have cards required for it, but you do Lightspeed, Theory of Everything, and then you can have a bunch of you have like a Heimdall, a Testudos. What else would you want in there? You want to have at least like one from 6 different albums for Theory of Everything. And then you'd want the rest to be Science. I mean, I don't need you sending me the cards. That's all right. I'm slowly collecting them all as like a free-to-play player. But I appreciate the offer, but yeah, I'm fine working my way and collecting them. So I do appreciate the offer, though. All right. Actually, we want to do some deck building. I think next week is kind of like this week, but more energy. I honestly think I could probably take the same base from this week, cut out Ghost, put on Heimdall since I'll have more energy. I have to look to see if I have better Cephs, because I didn't actually look through. If I have better Cephs that are Epic Plus. Because I want Epic or above. Because those get buffed by my Colossal. Striped Pajama isn't great. Coconut's not great unless I have Going Under. Which if I had like the Pika package, that could actually be good. But I don't. So... So then, I think I want Flapjack. I think Flapjack would be the one that I'd want. Mimic could be okay depending on the week. Wonderpuss could be alright if you set up your cycle. And then Blanket Octopus could... Ooh, Blanket Octopus could be good like a Father Time. You just hold it in your hand, and it's just buffing itself over and over and over again until you finally just slam it down at the end of the game. And it also buffs other cards as they're going through. Yeah, because it'll also buff the Blue Rain Octopus. So it'll only buff itself and Blue Rain Octopus, so if you just hold it the entire game, and then by the end of the game, it would get how strong. 7 a turn. Starting at 0, so it's burn proof. Because the burn mechanic only burns base power. So you could run this with Door to Hell, and you could just run this, and you could just hold up forever, and it doesn't even lose the power. So it actually works well with that. Okay. I think I want to look for a Flapjack. So I'm going to just throw that in the trading post. So next week, I think I'd want to try to get the Flapjack that I can switch in instead of the debuffing one. And then I think I just edit this current deck, because this deck has most of the bones that I'd want. I might want to swap out something for space, because space can be heavy hitters. You can go from Brain to Door to Hell. The reason why I had Rain this week instead of Door to Hell is because it gives the 23 buff for the 2 turns, which is like 46. It's a little less of a buff than Door to Hell, but it doesn't have the burn downside. And the burn downside isn't too bad if you know you can play out your cards. So if you have a higher energy week, Door to Hell is amazing. But this week was kind of like mid-energy, and I couldn't ensure that I was playing 3 cards a turn, and so Brain was better because it had almost the same buff spread out over 2 turns, with less of the without the downside. So it's a little less potent buff, but without the downside. And if I can't play the 3 cards a turn, the downside of the burn could be a bit much. If you can play out your 3 cards a turn, then you're fine. What do you think of using a deck with low base power? Yeah, I actually... Wait, where is it? So this week, I mainly used this World Turtle deck, and then I also used this deck, which has very low base power. It's what? 3.7, and that's because I buffed it up because I had extra energy to go with. This was also fine with less base power. And it's deceptive, the amount of base power it has, because cards get cheaper. So... The most expensive cards in this deck are Dragonfly, Charles Darwin, which gets cheaper as I cycle through my deck, because this will permanently reduce it by 2. And then I have the Twin Paradox is 5, but that gets reduced every time I play it. Like cloning. See, I don't have like cloning, binary, those kinds of cards. Otherwise, I would run them in a deck like this. I know that they have a version of this with like going under cards. With Science and Charles Darwin. I have this Mega Math Butterfly deck. But yeah, I would make a tiny deck with cloning and binary, and I have cube stats and like stuff like that. The only reason that I don't is because I don't have all the cards that I need. Yeah, so I'm working on getting those cards together. But like, I think I would need cloning. Oh wait. I'd need cloning to make all my weak cards get more power. I would want binary. To make my low base energy cards get stronger as well. But yeah, I think that the tiny decks are really solid. So tiny decks, obviously they beat Drainflation on weeks where that's a concern. And the tiny decks can turn on a mode where they can get strong. Like, I like to throw like a Testudos in a tiny deck. Frill Dragon, yeah, I'm missing out a bunch of those cards for the best versions of those. So the cards over there with 1 base energy or 1 or less base energy gain plus 22, yeah. So I'm missing out on a lot of those cards. So that is something that I've been working towards, but the Butterfly low energy deck that I have is kind of like a cheaper, more accessible, tiny-ish deck. It has it's a lot of the same strengths and weaknesses, but the tiny deck does it a little better. The standard tiny deck with the binary cloning Frill Dragon, that performs a little bit better than like this Butterfly Megamath deck, which I call Butter Chaos due to Chaos Theory. So I call this deck my Butter Chaos deck. I have some videos on the YouTube as this was evolving, but this is actually not this exact deck, but a variant of this deck was the first deck I hit top 100 with. And pretty much I find this to be pretty solid on like low to mid energy weeks. You can make some adjustments on a couple of the cards in there, and you can get this to be pretty strong for low to mid energy weeks. So this week I mainly used this this World Turtle deck and the Butter Chaos deck. Yeah. But if we're editing this for next week, I think we take out the Grog. The reason for the Grog was it's something that helped out that I didn't need to play because I didn't have enough energy. Let's see, what do I have to work with? You know, I could even switch out from history. Oh, no. Actually, no. Let's add this back in. Because I can put in Testudos if I have more energy, actually. Joan, Grog, Shinny, and what else was the last one? Grog, Shinny, Joan. No, I want the Testudos. Oh, MLK. So I have... I think I can drop the Ghost and put in Heimdall. Like, I think, like, I can just make these tiny adjustments. And I think this makes it a very strong deck for next week. I could potentially drop the MLK for something else. What's the energy per turn for this? Or average energy? Average energy is 5.1, which is good. So the rule of thumb is that you want your average energy times 3 to be less than the energy per turn that you get. It's not so MLK is not in competition with Ghost. So one second. It's not MLK over Ghost. MLK is filling in a history spot. So it's actually I'm choosing Heimdall. I'm choosing Heimdall over Ghost. Just because I have the World Turtle. So this adds in the deck constraint of I only want 4 of a particular album. So I wasn't dropping Ghost to put in MLK. I already had MLK. I was dropping Ghost to add in Heimdall. Because I don't need quite as much energy next week as this week, because you're starting off with 16 energy and 16 energy per turn. So this past week, you only started with 10 energy per turn. It was like 13 and 10. And so like 13 start and then 10 energy per turn. And next week is 16 start, 16 energy per turn. So I have more energy every single turn. So I can afford to put in some more expensive things, and I don't need as many things to generate energy for me. So because I don't need as much energy, because I don't need to generate as much energy, I'm not as reliant on Ghost. So I'd rather have something that can get me more power for my energy, which Heimdall is something that over the course of a round gives you a ton of power for your energy. We're just taking a look outside of that. Yeah, I'll send post trade for a flapjack. And then let's see. Hypernova is still decent. I can see if there's other space cards. The reason not Hypernova this week is because it's a cheaper card that still packs a pretty good punch. And earlier in the week, I had Heimdall in this deck earlier in the week. Until, I'd had Heimdall earlier in the week until I realized I just didn't quite have enough energy to be consistent. It was really strong if my draws lined up well, but if my energy generating cards were at the bottom of my deck, I was kind of screwed. And so I swapped out from space to history, because I can get some cheaper history cards like MLK that would also generate power, and then I swapped out the Heimdall for Ghost. And that helped to make this deck a lot more consistent this week. Granted, looking back, maybe I should have swapped out like Lovers with Ghost instead of Heimdall, because Heimdall still would have been a lot of power, but that's neither here nor there. Lovers lets you have a punchier close to a round, which you can catch people by surprise if you're down by a bit and they think you're not going to catch up, and so then they might play out weaker cards. But yeah. The only question is if I want to replace something from here with, like, Let's see. I want my oceans. And I think I want my history. Yeah, I was just trying to decide if I wanted to have a space for, which I'd probably go with like Hypernova. Matmons is good. Could potentially throw in like a Godzilla if I just want a high if I just want a high power, didn't care about energy. But I don't think this week gives you quite enough energy for that. I think I'm good with the one-off space, and I think if I'm doing a one-off space, I want to go with Hypernova. I'm thinking this looks like a good start for the week. I could look at arts and culture to see if I want to replace lovers. So the good things with lovers is the power you get for the energy. You're able to play just 2 cards. And if you play just 2 cards, this gives you, it's not only 70, but it gives you 70 on each other card. So it's effectively 70, 70, and 70, or a total of 210 for 8. But with the constraint, you have to play 1 less card. So really, it's replacing your 3rd card with 140, right? With 140 power. You should look to get an EPT card like MLK, Ghost, or... Yeah, Art Deco is expensive to get, but is that featured for the week though? Wait, 1 second. I remember I saw it like featured in the store, right? Oh no, that was Heimdall I saw featured in the store, not Art Deco. Yeah, I would say you want to get a good energy per turn card. Like MLK is conditional. I think Ghost, if you're a newer player, Ghost should probably be like the first like harder card to get that you should look for, because Ghost can be slotted into so many decks and it's really good. Tarot is usually run as a trio, yeah. I've seen like Tower, the Hierophant, and Lovers. Yeah, so I think Lovers is the cheaper version if you don't have Fool yet. But yeah, if you have, Lovers are. I think Lovers and Tower are the ones that are supposed to be interchangeable if you have Fool. But I think, or Tower is better, but Lovers is a good 4th for like discount. Yeah, so Lovers doesn't mess up your cycling. It just puts you on a different cycle. So if you know you can play out 3 cards per turn, regardless, and then the Lovers, if you know that Lovers in the rotation, it just changes it from being 2 rounds in the future -1 for the left 2 spots, and then right spot same turn. It just moves 1 spot over. So it just moves your cycle 1 over if you have Lovers. So it doesn't actually mess up your cycle. It just changes it from the left 2 spots being drawn at the same time to the which is like 1 round in the future -1 turn, or 2 rounds in the future -1 turn, to only the left spot is drawn then, and then the 2 right spots would be 2 rounds in the future same turn. So I wouldn't say Lovers messes up your cycle, it just changes your cycle, so it's not the same. But yeah, I understand what you're saying with that. I'm just giving a little bit pushback, because I think if you have it, you just plan out your cycle differently. It changes how you view cycle. It changes how you view cycling. So normally, yeah. 1 second. This could be a good time to just do a little overview on cycling. Let me shrink myself down a little bit, because I don't know how familiar everyone is with cycling. But cycling is one of the, well, if you're just recommending for a week, I would pretty much just look to see what are good cards in the albums that get buffed. If all you care about is the week, what good cards get buffed, what albums are worth playing, and then also just generally with like the energy conditions, what's good or not. So if we look back, if we're just trying to look at for good cards for next week, and then you could also look at what counters cards. So let's see. We see rites and rituals, which is arts and culture. Excellent elements, which is science. Forces of nature is space. Occult. Occult is arts and culture. Signs of the zodiac, I think, is space, but I'm not sure. And secret societies is history. Wait, let me check to see signs of the zodiac. Okay, yeah, it's space. So then, so that's 2 space, 2 arts and culture. So if you're looking for counters, you're probably looking for counters to space and arts and culture, depending on how popular those ones are. Rites and rituals aren't going to be that strong in general. Even though it's plus 80 in general, I don't think those cards are that strong. Forces of nature. I'm trying to think, what are good forces of nature? Oh, yeah, with laser sword, that could be crazy. Oh shoot, yeah, if you just go laser sword and forces of nature, that could forces of the universe. That could be a really solid deck, to be honest. If you go like okay. I don't think this would be the best deck, but I think if you just want like a really I think a decent deck could just honestly be like 16 forces of the universe, Planet X, and laser sword. Because if you go to laser sword, that'd be a funny deck if nothing else. But laser sword, it's for every forces of the universe card played this game by either player, gain plus 14. So you would see huge laser swords going on if that becomes a popular one. Which is like, if you play laser sword this turn, you win. So if you go to Planet X, it just permanently buffs all of your space cards. And if you have 4 or less, it gets a bonus buff. If you have exactly 4, it gets a bonus buff. So, if you have 9 or fewer. Sorry. Okay, so it would only work with 9 or fewer space cards. Still, if you want to counter the space cards, if you're afraid of those laser sword decks, I'm just trying to think. The laser sword itself, I'm not sure how you block that, but you could block a lot of the space cards with Sputnik if you got that level up reward. So if you're at a point where you got Sputnik, this could be good if that becomes a popular deck. Yeah, Planet X does work really well with the World Turtle, and the reason for that is the 4-card constraint for both of them. So actually, 1 second. I did a little write-up on Reddit. 1 second. Let's go to the key cards Reddit. Oh geez, wait. How can I find that? Alright. So if we go look at this is like some analysis I gave on Planet X with World Turtle and why Planet X is a good card. So I did this whole little write-up on it. Where if you know you can cycle through your deck pretty fast, Planet X is just insane power for your energy. Because yeah, what was number? Yeah, so if you can play it 3 times, the underestimate for it is that across the game it would get like 25 power per energy. But yeah, it's super solid. But sorry, this is a roundabout. I wanted to get to cycling. So you have your 3 your 3 play spots, right? And then you have your 5 rounds, right? So round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the way I conceptualize it, normally, I'm just gonna go. You have your left, center, right. Normally, if you can play 3 cards per turn, you're gonna get this 2 rounds in the future minus 1 turn for the left and center, right? Normally, if you're playing 3 cards every turn, that's your cycle, and then your right card, you'll get same turn 3 rounds, same turn 2 rounds in the future. So this is saying, like, if it's round 1, turn 2, if you played out 3 cards here, and from that point on, you continue playing 3 cards every turn, the left 2 cards, you'll get 2 rounds in the future. So round 1, turn 2 becomes round 3, and then 1 turn in the past, round 3, turn 1. And then your rightmost card, you'll get round 3, turn 2 again. So that's how, like, the cycling works. If you have lovers, which you were saying that Vian was saying that it messes up, or Vian was saying that it messes up the cycle. It doesn't mess up the cycle. All that it does is it changes the cycle from this to instead of it being left and center are 2 rounds, it's just left is 2, or instead of left and center being 2 rounds minus 1, if you play lovers, it groups these 2 together to be 2 rounds in the future for CR with lovers, else just R. So if you're not playing lovers, then the right will be 2 rounds in the future. If you are playing lovers, it just shifts the cycle, because you know you'll be playing 3 every single turn besides the lover's turn. So yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I had played a deck with where I had lovers and Sheena Poblana. I would make sure whenever I played them, I played them both together. Or I do lovers and hibiscus. And whenever I played them, I would make sure that I play them both together. But it doesn't actually mess up your cycle, but it changes the cycle. It shifts back the cycle by 1. Yeah. Yeah, so it just shifts the cycle by 1. And so you can still plan out your cycle. It's just a different cycle. But yeah. Alright, I think... Oops, not you. Wait, where's the, Oh, wait, the screen share stopped. Okay. I think... Alright. Oh, wait, that's where I'm at. Alright, I think I'm coming towards the end of the stream soon. But yeah, that was nice. We got to go over, yeah, which it's been nice. I think each stream I've got to go over, like, some little part of the game. Last stream I went over, how the burn mechanic works. This one I got to do a little bit in cycling. Which, granted, I guess this was, a nuance of cycling with, like, lovers or cards that want to be played twice. This is assuming you understand cycling, then it gives you some background on how lovers doesn't actually mess up the cycle, it just changes it. How would a deck use a Nazca, Templar, Planet X, and the World Turtle? You could probably make that work. I think that's a fun deck building constraint. That's something I would like to try. I don't know if it would be good or not. But that's something I would like to try. Honestly, do I just let wait. And then everything else you add in as a commons. Or I forget is it commons or commons and rares for Knights Templar? But yeah, I think that's a really interesting deck. Or even if you want to make a group chat, I'd be interested in that as well. I'm on the Discord too. Yeah, if you want to make like a deck building chat, I'd be happy to like join in on that. If you want to promote it, yeah, go for it. Yeah, if you think it's something that'll be helpful for people, go for it. Yeah. You know, yeah. I'm down for doing deck building stuff and discussing that. I think that, yeah, it's obviously not just like some random plug. It's something that's like helpful directly. So yeah, go for it. You can plug it. Or actually, I have wait 1 second. I don't have link sharing right now. Wait 1 second. Yeah, I will give you permission to share that. Give me just a second to grab. Oh wait, I thought it was permit. What's the command then? I thought it was 1 second. Let me play out this turn. Actually, I think I just give there. I thought it was /permit to let you. I mean, I can try to see if it does. /permit. No, it's. Or let's go 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna have the power turn. Let's see. Alright, I think that should be fine. That should be the link to the Discord that Ian was talking about. Alright, the next turn I'll have, what, 17? I could do, like... Yeah, I'm just running a little low on energy for this. Okay. Yeah, Testudos is not good for this week, but maybe I think next week it'll be stronger. Because I modified the deck for next week. But yeah, it's not the best for this week. Oh, we dodged the barnstorming. Okay. Even though, yeah, it's still not enough. Alright, I think this is going to be a loss just because I wasn't paying the closest attention and also using a deck that's for a little higher energy. Yeah, I'm thinking next week, I think it's just getting enough energy where you can run Testudos and it'll be good. This past week, I wasn't running Testudos, or I did at the very beginning of the week and quickly realized not enough energy. But I think next week you can get away with Testudos. Oh, shoot, that's not the end of the round. For some reason, I was thinking that was the end of the round. Dang, not quite enough. Close. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably join that Discord chat and try to do, yeah, I'll do some deck building discussions in a little bit, but I think I'm gonna hop off pretty soon. Yeah, actually, I think it's about time for me to hop off. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining the stream. I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to join back in next week. All right. See you guys, and wish you all the best. Good luck going into next week's league, and good luck with your deck building. And I'll probably keep up with you guys throughout the week talking and discussing deck building. But yeah, thanks for joining, and have a good day. Bye.